Quasi here, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to destroy your limiting beliefs once and for all. Before I begin this video, I want to quickly announce that I'm doing a free giveaway of my book, Life Mastery. If you want to enroll into a competition to win this book for completely free at the end of the week, every single Friday we're going to be announcing one winner. Just comment Life Mastery down below and you'll be enrolled into the competition to win this book for completely free. Also, I'm super excited to announce the Reality Mastery program is shifting into its 2.0 version. We're completely evolving and taking things to the next level. And if you want to sign up for the free one-to-one consult to see if we'll be a right fit, wait till the end of the video for the announcement on that. So with that, let's get started with this video. Now, in this video, I want to talk about limiting beliefs. And in general, I like to avoid topics involving limiting beliefs and blocks because a lot of people struggle with these limiting beliefs and blocks. And the more you look for a limiting belief, the more you'll find it. The more blockages you look for, the more you'll find it. But regardless, they do exist. They are real, and it's literally the only thing that's acting as an invisible barrier between you and your goals. So a lot of people have these big goals and visions, but they themselves, the character isn't up there yet. But they focus on shifting their limiting beliefs and not really going at the cause. So the limiting belief is a symptom of a much deeper underlying cause, which is really your identity. And this is why we do the Reality Mastery program, to help you shift at the identity level. Because regardless, if you're doing the right things, even for the wrong reasons, your limiting beliefs are still going to shift because it's the cause. And you're not shifting, you're not trying to slap a band-aid on the symptom, right? So, if you really want to shift your limiting beliefs and you really want to become a new person, then that's the only way to do it, to shift at that very core. And once you shift at that very core, become a new person, you won't have the same limiting beliefs that you do. Now, a lot of people also try to, destroy limiting beliefs. But if you try to destroy an illusion, you're going to enter a new one. The only thing to do is to wake up, right? The only way to break the illusion is to wake up. Now, when you're sleeping, it's a different quality of awareness. When you're awake, it's a different quality of awareness. So the only long-term solution to have is to keep waking up and seeing the illusion for what it is, bringing awareness to the illusion. The more you keep practicing consciousness, the conscious you keep becoming in your reality, the more you'll see that this is all an illusion. And the only way to get there is to take it step by step. And that's what I'm going to show you right now. So, what a limiting belief is basically an invisible barrier between you and your goals. And I was there too. When I first started even coaching, beginning my coaching program, beginning the Reality Mastery program, even the roots of the Reality Mastery program, I saw that I was very, very nervous. This was going to be my first official program, and I was afraid to charge the high prices or, even charge people for it. I just couldn't put myself out there, and I didn't think the product was valuable because, people got results with it. I saw that when this was happening, this was actually preventing me from living my dream life. So that's essentially what a limiting belief is. Telling me that, I'm not good enough yet. Why should I do this? I'm not good enough to do this. I'm not good enough to do that. And that's essentially what happened. So that's a dangerous spot to be in, because now your own self, you are the one preventing you from living your dreams. And 99% of the time, this is what's happening. Actually, even 100% of the time, this is what's happening. You're the only one in your own way. We have beautiful goals and dreams, but we're just trying to lug around this 150 pound, 180 pound meat suit, trying to get to our goals instead of flying there. And part of lugging this meat suit around is all the limiting beliefs that you have as well. So I saw that I was feeling unworthy of getting, my content out there even. Like, should I make a YouTube video on this? Should I make a YouTube video on that? And a lot of the time I get asked, well, how do you have so much confidence talking about this stuff? What if people say that? Because, I came from a social circle where people were more logical minded, people are more rational, people are more sciencey, and they would scoff at all of these kinds of spiritual videos that I do because it's just not in their sphere of understanding. They can't really grasp it. They're more, A equals B equals C, logical cause and effect. But just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not real, right? If you took an iPhone back to 1500s, they'll be like, holy shit, this is black magic, this is voodoo. Just because we don't understand it doesn't mean it's not real. So that's the point we want to get to with all of this stuff, because this is the next step for mankind. Understanding this stuff, waking up, getting more and more conscious. The only thing that's missing is consciousness. Now, with that said, I always felt like I wasn't good enough, and this really, stumped me. I was like, why is this happening? Why are other people able to do it? Why am I not able to do it? And I pinpointed it to my own belief system. And your belief systems can literally make you the best in the world or get you to the point where you're considering taking your own life. That's how powerful they are. And you just keep running these same beliefs around and around and around and around, and this is what happens. You establish yourself to be a certain kind of person within your own mind space. And with these beliefs, a collection of these beliefs form your identity. Your whole core belief system eventually, is a collection of your identity. So now, what caused the shift for me? Like, what caused the shift from feeling shit, feeling like I'm not good enough, to actually being able to get my product out there and get other people results, do YouTube videos, and be unafraid to do so? When I started seeing others do it, seriously, it was this. I would have 1,000,001 excuses for why I shouldn't do it. If you're looking for excuses not to do something, you're going to find it. If you're looking for limiting beliefs, you're going to find them. So I was looking for 1,000,001 excuses not to do it. But I started to really shift myself within to thinking about why I should do it instead of why I shouldn't. So a lot of people look at the downsides of things. They only look at the downsides. You want to keep looking at the upside. You want to keep saying, okay, if I do this, what's the good thing that's going to happen? Only focus on that. And it'll get you taking action immediately. It is seriously this powerful. Now, when I started seeing others do it, I started seeing others do YouTube videos, seeing others in my niche even, started doing coaching, offering services to people, charging the prices that they deserve and the product is worth. Then I saw that, oh, well, if they're doing it, then I can do it too. This is the human condition. This is social conditioning. It's like, okay, if they can do it, then I can too. Only a few people have the guts to say, I'm going to be the first to do it. Seriously, only a few people have that. But the least you can do is get yourself to a point where you're seeing other people do it, and this actually is a motivator for you to do it. But even when I did that, or even when I started looking at other people do it, I was also finding more and more excuses. It's like, oh, well, that person can do it because that person is that. That person is teaching people how to make money, and you'll immediately get an investment. You'll immediately get a return on your investment. My product is more long-term. Reality Mastery is more, it could help you get a short-term shift. It could also be a very long-term thing. But, maybe this is that is that. I found 1,000,001 excuses. It's like, oh, that person is this, that person is white. They can do it. Like ridiculous excuses. This is what happens when you get into your head. So that's why that shift is important. Shift from looking at the downsides to looking at the upsides. Okay, what will happen if I actually took one step towards that? What would happen if I put myself out there? The most ridiculous thing I've heard is people saying, oh, I'm too afraid to, just get in front of a camera and make a couple of videos in order to live my dream life. Like, if the only thing that's blocking you from living your dream life is jumping in front of a camera, doing a couple of videos, then screw you. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Really think about that. That's absolutely nuts. And when I started to see it that way, it just clicked for me. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to have this fear. It doesn't make sense to have this limiting belief even. So this is what I mean by destroying the illusion. You don't destroy the illusion, you wake up. This is waking up and understanding what really matters. And that's the point I want you to get to with every single limiting belief you have. Get to a point where you're not focusing on the downsides and focusing on the upsides of everything. Get to a point where you're seeing other people even succeed. Get to a point where you wake up and really see what's important to you. Why we do the Reality Mastery program in such a way that you focus on the what and why more than the how and the when is because of this reason. If this stuff is missing, nothing you do in your life will ever be enough. It will never get you the results you want. You can take all the action you want. It'll never, It'll get you a gimmicky temporary result, but you're never going to be able to, sustain longer lasting results if there is no vision, no clear vision of where you're getting to. So I want you to remember that. Now, I was overwhelmed. I got to a point where I was overwhelmed by this proof. I saw people in my, doing the law of attraction. Even, looking at Sunny, from Personal Mastery Quest, he was the one who got into it in the first place. He helped me get into this. He was a big reason why I'm here right now doing this stuff, not doing a 9-to-5. And looking at him, this kind of destroyed my limiting belief too. And sometimes we just collaborate with each other. I destroy his limiting beliefs, he destroys mine. We both just wake up from this illusion more and more. And seeing him do it at first, I thought, well, then this is possible. If he's doing it, then this is possible. There is a chance. That's the point we want to get to. We want to see a little bit of window into what we want. Just a little window of opportunity. That's all it takes. Once you see a little bit of light, then you want to go to it. And that's the point we want to get to with our own belief systems. If you can't, wake up completely right now, you want to get to a little bit of it. So now I'm going to share with you 2 keys to get to a point where you're really waking up from this illusion, destroying your limiting beliefs. Number 1, the only way to destroy your limiting beliefs, right? The only way to wake up from this illusion is your mind needs to be convinced. So you got to supply your mind with proof. So much proof that it just overwhelms your mind, that it just doesn't make sense to go the old way anymore. So for example, when I started other people in my niche, other people doing what I do, really crushing it and getting great results, I saw that this was possible for me too. Once I started surrounding myself with these people, that's when it shifted for me. So what you want to do is surround yourself with successful people. Once you surround yourself with successful people, your sphere of limitation expands. Before, I used to think that 9-to-5s were the only way. Even a year from now, if you asked me what I wanted to do, I would have said, my highest dream is to work a full-time job and become the CEO, work 12-hour days for some other company and make a shit ton of money and, get a couple of vacation days. Not any time, I thought that businesses were for people with really smart ideas. But if you talk to me now, I went from a mindset of 9-to-5s are the only way to businesses are the only way. The only way to live your dream life is to, do something you love, right? Every single day. And businesses are the only way to do that. Well, at least for me. You could do a 9-to-5 that you love. That's completely possible. But I saw that for me, businesses were the only way. Doing something that I'm in control of, I'm running every single day, that was the only way for me. And that's why I do what I do. Give people value as well at the same time when I'm valuing, when I'm getting what I want. The financial freedom, the personal freedom, the ability to just, work from my computer, take a week off, go spend it with my girlfriend. Not having to worry about my 9-to-5 job and if I'm going to get fired if I take too many vacation days. No, I'm my own boss now. So you want to get to a point where you're supplying your mind with so much proof that it gets overwhelmed. You want to really see other people who are doing the same thing you want to do, you eventually want to get to. Surround yourself with them. Read their books. Watch their videos. Talk to them. Be in a group with people like that. When I started joining entrepreneurship groups online, I started seeing people who were younger than me cracking $100,000 a month. That destroyed my limiting beliefs. That just absolutely rattled me to my very core. I was like, are you kidding me? People are just making money like it's a video game? Well, I can do this too. Let's do this. Let's go. So my mindset shifted from, 9-to-5, just barely make enough. Come on, just study your whole life in college, barely make enough, to, holy shit, this is a completely new world. This is a completely new reality. Let's do this. Let's play this video game. So I just shifted from that to this. And that's what shattered my worldview, looking at other people doing it. That's the best way to destroy all of your limiting beliefs, seeing other people succeed at it. The second thing you want to do is, if you don't find anyone else, and I guarantee you that you will, don't be afraid to be the first one to do this. And that's the actual thing you want to get to. That's what makes magic. No, I will be the first one to do this. In a way, I'm the first quasi, or this quasi, to do what I'm doing. So everyone's unique in their own unique way. So don't be afraid to be the first one to actually do it, because it is possible. And if you want to get proof of that it is possible, look at other people who were the first persons to pioneer their field. Study their lives more and more. Study the lives of successful people. Read books. Surround yourself by mentors and people who are doing what you want to do. And you'll see that once you surround yourself in that energy field, growth becomes inevitable. I'm so serious. This was what caused the big shift for me. Seeing other people succeeding at what I want to do. So with that, I conclude this video. I sincerely hope this helped. And just to recap, limiting beliefs are the invisible barrier that's holding you from your dream life. This is you at your current situation. This is you at your desired situation. Instead of a vehicle being placed here, there is an invisible wall. That is your limiting belief. My biggest limiting belief was that I wasn't good enough. I'm not good enough to do this. I'm not good enough to do that. What if I fail? What if I fail? What if I fail? Fear of failure. Downside. Looking at the downside. Shifting my mindset from downside to what could I gain from this? What could I gain from that? What's the best thing that could happen from that? Focusing on that more. The shift for me was when I started seeing other people do what I want to do. Surrounding myself with them, reading books like 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. I don't know if you've read that. That's the first book. My friend Arlen introduced me to that. When I read that, then my worldview started shifting a little more. Change doesn't have to happen over a period of 2 to 3 years, or even a longer period of time. Change can happen instantly. The shift actually happens instantly. It's the build-up to the shift that takes time. How much pain do you have to feel in order for you to make the decision to shift right now? That's the question you have to deal with. When are you willing to say, fuck it, I've had enough, and then shift? That's the big question. So when I started seeing others do it and I got really sick of my own situation, I don't want to deal with these limiting beliefs, and I want to get to a point where I'm doing that kind of stuff. I want to do that. Surrounding myself with people like that, reading about their lives. Then I entered this energy field and I was able to progress in that direction. And once you overwhelm your mind with proof, then the belief, you immediately just wake up. You wake up to a new reality. You wake up to a new illusion. And this is shifting your paradigm. Now the illusion is 100K months. Yay. Then the illusion will get greater and greater. The goal of spirituality is to break all of these illusions, but the purpose of this channel, the gist of this channel, is to help you get your limiting beliefs into self-empowering ones, and also help you achieve your dreams and your desires. So the 2 keys are to supply your mind with proof, surrounding yourself with other people, joining Facebook groups, joining groups, hanging out with these people. This is going to be key. You're the average of your 3 closest friends. And finally, don't be afraid to be the first one and pioneer this field, whatever it is that you're doing. It is definitely possible. Study the lives of people who were pioneers, what sort of struggles they went through. And you'll see that a lot of them are similar. They probably went through the same things. So with that, I conclude this video. I sincerely hope this helped. If you're new to the channel, you like this kind of content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell there so you're notified of any new video that I put out. Going forward, I'll be making videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursdays. And next week I'm going to be in LA, so I'm going to pre-do all of these videos. And also, I'm super duper excited to announce that I'm growing a massive Facebook group where I'll be sharing all of this kind of stuff, and we have a great group of great members, and we share a lot of advanced principles there. So make sure you click on the link in the description below to take advantage of this community, and I'm hyped to see you there. And also, I'm super excited to announce that the Reality Mastery 2.0 is out. And we will be doing free one-to-one consults for a limited time only. So make sure you click on the link in the description below to sign up for this free consult and to see if we'd be a good fit to work together. Essentially what the Reality Mastery program is it's catered to the becoming and the being paradigm. Nobody tells you how to be. Everyone tells you how to do and what to want, what to have, but nobody tells you how to be. This is what this program does. Once you become, then every single area of your life just completely, effortlessly transforms. And I saw this to be very true for me. Once I became the attractive Quasi, I was able to attract my dream partner. Once I became the, entrepreneur Quasi, I was able to live my career, earn the dream income that I wanted. Once I became the educationally, academically smart Quasi, I got a 4.0 GPA in school. Once I became the fit Quasi, I got the dream body. This became a repeatable system for me and for my clients. And I want you to experience this as well. So make sure you take advantage of this opportunity. Click on the link below to sign up for your free one-to-one consult while it's still available. And I hope I see you there. Till next time. Peace.